Okay, the page that we are going to continue is page 313. This is where we stop the last class. And the exercise is the 14. The exercise, 5x squared equals 100. 5x squared equals 100. Remember, the middle goal is to solve for x squared. Let x squared alone. If I want to let the x squared alone, I need to divide by 5, both sides. If I divide by sides, both sides, x squared is equal 20. X squared is equal 20. 100 divided by 5 is 20. Now that I have it, x squared equal 20, completely alone. Now that I have it, I extract the square root in both sides. I extract the square root here, I extract the square root here. The square root of x squared always will be x. Well, what occurs in the right side? In the right side, we have a square root of 20. That is not an exactly a square root. So what we do, we simplify. 20. If we simplify 20, 20 divided by 2 must be a common number. 20 divided by 2 is 10, divided by 2 is 5. So we form a group of 2, and we have left the 5. So this is positive and negative. Don't forget, positive and negative, 2 square root of 5. And that's the answer. That's what we did the last class. That's what we did in the last class. All right? So now, we are going to continue with the same line. Page 314. Page 314. This is about the last class. This is what we did. I erase it. I want you to take a look. The problem 21. Problem 21. In problem 21, we have 2x plus 9 squared equals 16. 2x plus 9 squared equals 16.
¿En qué página, mister?
Page 314. Page 314, the next page. All right, now that we have this, we already have a square and a number. How do I eliminate this square? Because it's bothering me. I extract again the square root in both sides. I extract the square root here, I extract the square root here. Because all this is a square, the square will be canceled with the square root. What we have here, only 2x plus 9 equals. What is the square root of 16? Okay, you may say 4, which is correct, but it's not the only answer. Remember, the square root of a number is positive and negative. And for some reason, the students forgot the negative. Positive and negative 4. Positive and negative 4. Now, because we have positive 4 and negative 4, we need to set up two equations. One with 4 and one with negative 4, because there are two answers here. And this one tells you that the equation will be, the first one, 2x plus 9 equals 4. That is 1. And the other equation, what is? 2x plus 9 equals negative 4. That's equation 2. And now you have to solve these two equations one by one. 2x equal, what is this number? It's negative 5. Negative 5. X is equal negative 5 half. Remember that the 9 in the other side is negative 9. And if it is negative 9, 4 minus 9 is negative 5. In the other hand, what we have? 2x equal negative 13. Negative 13. Again, is negative 9, but we have a negative 4. In this case, negative 5 and negative 4 will be added. So it's negative 13. So x is equal, divided by 2, negative 13 divided by 2. Time to make any questions or any doubt what we did. Please. If somebody have a doubt, you may ask now.
Mister, pero en la primera, si el 9 es positivo, no se pone el signo del mayor.
Excuse me, repeat the question.
En la primera, si el 9 es positivo, se tiene que poner el signo del mayor.
¿De dónde saca el signo del mayor? I'm confused really. If it is positive 9, when you solve it for the other side will be negative. If it is negative 9, the other side will be positive. I don't quite get your question.
Ah, es que yo pensé que el 4 se movía para acá.
The 4 stay there. The 9 is positive, and the other side you will have, obviously, this step, we did it many times. Positive 4 minus 9 will be negative 5, but I assume that that is a common procedure. Any other question? Okay, try to do by yourself the problem 23. Problem 23. Problem 23. Check it out. X minus 8 squared equals 81. This is not for checkmark. I just want to know if you get it. Benjamín no se conectó. No.
Acá estoy, mister, acá estoy.
Ok, sí, ya te miré. Es que hubieron varios que se conectaron y se desconectaron. Otoniel sí no le he visto el cacho. Roberto, yes. And Romeo, yes. Okay. There you go. Somebody did it? Let me see what you have. Yes. Yes. Well, not necessarily always. Not necessarily always. We will see the case when it's not always. Okay.
Yo la tengo, mister.
Ya la tienen. Somebody can answer, anybody.
Yo, mister.
Yes, tell me the answers. Carlos David.
La primera es x equals 17 y la otra es x equals negative 1.
That is correct. That is perfect. Way to go. Now, for checkmark, number 25. To checkmark, number 25. $25, 5x minus 6 squared equal 49. Send your answers on the chat, please. Send the answer on the chat. Otro bajón de luz que nos tienen problemas serios aquí en Catacamas. No vamos a salir nunca de este problema. Please send your answer on the chat. Correct. To check. Okay. Separate your answer, please. Put the space bar to separate your answers. Okay, I can see Javier and both are correct. 2 check marks. I can see Franny, 2 answer, correct. I can see Litzy, 2 answers. Way to go, Litzy. I can see Roberto. Yes, that's 2. I can see who else? Nobody else. We had a serious electrical problem and some of your classmates unplugged. I'm waiting, they plug again. Roberto was the last student with the answer. I don't know, Axel, I'm waiting for you. David Eduardo.
Ya se lo mandé el
Axel, Romeo.
La mía la envié, mister, la mía.
Yo
Romeo.
también.
Okay, Romeo, I'm seeing yours. Romeo, 2 correct. Way to go. Axel, the 2 are incorrect. Check it out the sign, Axel. Check it out the sign. If you had 5x minus 6, because all over here already give the answer. 5 minus 6, well, you moved the sign improperly. All right? Okay, here are some of your classmates wanted to get in again.
Este es recayó el mío.
Okay.
Mister, se me fue la luz.
Mister, se bajó la luz.
Wait,
Sí, bajó.
I'm connecting some of you.
Mister, se me bajó la luz.
Se me bajó la luz, mister.
Bueno, espero que se haya bajado la energía eléctrica y no se le haya bajado la luz a usted.
Ya se la enviamos, mister.
No, manden la respuesta. Debieron de haberla terminado y manden la respuesta.
Ok,
Todos
ahorita.
los demás le enviaron a David Moradel.
Le cayó el mío, mister.
Tenés una mala, solo una.
Mister, recayó el mío.
Cristina, correcto, son 2. Ya Cristina se acaba de conectar y ya mandó sus respuestas. Correcto, Cristina, son 2.
Mister.
Ya le enviamos.
Itan, correcto, son 2 respuestas, Itan. Itan, Carlos David, correcto, son 2. Ethan, Carlos David, Carlos Raúl, son 2. Muy bien. Ángel Sorto, correcto. ¿Por qué se esperó tanto, Ángel? Usted no se desconectó.
No, pero yo se lo mandé, pero no le cayó la primera vez. Yo estaba preguntando si le había caído como 3
Bueno,
veces.
Ahorita se lo estoy
¿cómo
mandando
te
yo,
fue?
mister.
¿Y nadie más? Carla.
Yo, Mr. Java, ya
No, mister, ahorita lo estoy escribiendo.
Ok. Mariana, correcto, son 2. Ya lo recibí, Mariana. Jimena me está enviando 1. Son 2 respuestas. Ok.
Yo ya le envío la mía, mister, espérame.
And Jimena, we are okie dokie. That's 2. Carla, you don't send it. That's 2, Carla. That's correct.
Espérame, ahorita lo
Jenny, I
estoy
don't know if she
escribiendo.
connect again. Jenny, are you listening to me? Okay.
Ya
Well,
se la envié, mister, ya se la envié.
yes.
¿Está buena?
Yes.
Ah, bueno.
Okay, Jenny is not connected. All right, now that's what occurs. What is next? What happens when the number is not exactly? If it is not exactly, you just reduce and solve it as always. Here Joshua asks, what happens if the number, it doesn't come, is a perfect square, so we don't extract an exactly square root. Don't worry. Proceed to do the same. Check it out, the problem. I want you to observe the problem 27. Problem 27, I will solve it. We have x minus 7 squared, and here we have 44. The procedure is the same. I extract the square root in both sides. Square root, x minus 7 equal. But the square root of 44, remember, that is not exactly. So what do? We simplify. 44 divided by 2 is 22. Divided by 2 is 11. So it's 2 square root of 11. But remember, positive and negative 2 square root of 11. You reduce the radical if it is possible. You reduce the radical. In that case, it's 2 square root of 11. Now, I finished to solve. In this case, I just need to move the 7 to the other side, but because the 7 cannot be combined with this, cannot be combined with the radical, that is the answer. That is the answer because we don't combine whole numbers with radicals. We combine radicals with radicals. Simple like that. So that will be the answer. All right, so don't worry about that. If you can extract the square root, just extract it. If you cannot, you simplify the radical and you continue to solve the equation, but you don't have to add or subtract the whole number with radical because it's not possible. You just express like that. Do the problem 28 for check mark. 28. Problem 28 for check mark. Problem 28. You will see that it's pretty similar like the one that I just did. All right, don't miss it. We are in the same page, 314. The problem is the 28. Okay, I can see some answer. Solve for X. Mira el ejercicio, Joshua. Mira el ejemplo. No mira ni eso.
Mister, yo se lo envié.
Okay, I'm seeing. Javier is correct. 2 check mark. Roberto is correct. 2 check mark. Mariana, you didn't finish to solve for X. Solve for X. Franny, correcto. Mariana, fix it. Romeo, correct. Ethan, correct. Litzy, correct. Yes, Litzy. Christina, correct. Somebody else? Carla. No, Carla, that answer is far away. But
No, mister, esa no es la completa, es que se me fue, la estoy escribiendo ahorita.
so write it properly then. David, correct. Axel, correct. Angel. Okay, Angel, the answer is correct. But remember that I put first the whole number and then the other. You put it backward, but that doesn't make a mistake. All right? You got it, Angel? But it's correct. What I'm saying is the whole number goes first and the radicals goes second. Just that. Okay, Carla. Now that looks better. Carlos David. No way, Carlos David. I don't know what problem you did, Carlos David. Carlos Raúl, correct.
Ahorita la estoy escribiendo yo, espérame.
Me salió buena, mister.
Carlos Raúl, correct. I say correct, yes.
Espérame, estoy viendo cómo la escribo.
And, well, it looks like that nobody else.
Yo, mister, espérame.
Otoniel. That is correct, Otoniel. Claudio.
Ahorita se lo estoy escribiendo, mister. Ya voy.
Jimena. That is correct, Jimena.
Mister, ahí le envié la respuesta otra vez porque me confundí, no era 7, puse 6.
Yes,
no sé
I
si
don't
está
know where
bueno.
you get a 7.
Sí, es que por estar viendo el ejemplo de la pizarra, mister.
Mister, la entiende la mía, mister, no la entiende.
Okay, Claudio, yes, I understand. I understand, Claudio, that is correct. Okay, we stop with this. Now you got it. That's what you have to do when you have something a square, you extract the square root in both sides and you solve it, all right? Let's move on to the next lesson. Completing the square. I will explain it, and I do believe we have time just for the explanation. We will continue on Wednesday. Pay attention what I'm going to do. In this lesson, the goal is to complete a square, to form a perfect square trinomial. So look what I'm going to do. Look what I'm going to do. Suppose that you have a trinomial that is incomplete. Suppose that you have, for example, x squared plus 10x. This is a binomial, and I want a perfect square trinomial. Turn it into a perfect square trinomial. A perfect square trinomial is the one that you factor, the answer is a binomial square. I repeat, a perfect square trinomial is the trinomial when you factor turns into a binomial square. So I need to add something here, blank. I need to add something here. What I need to add? How do I find what I need to add to transform this perfect square trinomial? Well, I will take, and will be like a small formulas. I will take the number in with x, not with x squared, the number with x. I will divide it by 2, and I will put it a square. I repeat, I will take the number that is with x, I will divide it by 2, and then I will put it a square. In that case, what is this number? 10 divided by 2 is 5, a square is 25. So 25 must be here. 25 is the number. The formula in general terms will be b divided by 2 squared. The number that is with x, you divide it by 2, and then you put it the square, and then you find this one. Now, look what occurs. Look what occurs when I factor now these trinomials. If I factor these trinomials, how are the signs? Both positive. Because the last one always will be a plus, the two of them will be like the middle one. I factor x, and 25, what will be? 5 and 5. Look what I got. 2 identical binomials. So what is the answer? 1 binomial squared. That is the procedure. That procedure is called complete the square. Complete the square. All right? We will continue on Wednesday this lesson because you need to be capable to complete the square. If you complete the square, you will have...
David.
Pucha, iba a preguntar de los exámenes que decía tener esa